These are puzzle pieces. I separated the outer core pieces with those that goes on the inside. Notice as I begin to put pieces together that matches a part of this, okay? Now here is piece that looks like it might. You see how close that is to it? But yet it's not the right piece that goes with it. Follow me here. Here are the rest of the pieces. And here is one that seems like it might be able to go, but it doesn't because it almost fit. And so I have completed the outer core. Now, my whole purpose for this video is not to put together the puzzle, but to talk about how we are to be positioned in place. Now, like I showed you earlier, there are some pieces that look so close. They look so close. The shape of them, and sometimes we try to put ourselves as a piece where we do not belong. So although these pieces are almost similar in shape, if you can look at this one, these two right here, they are close to shape. They look like they could fit somewhere on here. So, although I'm not a good puzzle person, like I could work together, but let's see if this will go right here. Look, it's close, right? It almost. But no, it was supposed to go right here. But I was trying to force it right here because it was so close in the shape and the color and everything. So I'll try to put it together, but that's how we do a lot of times. We end up trying to put ourselves in a place where we don't belong. Let's try this one. Ooh, nope, that won't fit there. So let's try right here. Would it fit? That sure did. That fits. Okay, so let's try this part. So it kind of looked like he has a tool. Not sure. Does it fit right here? Nope. But that's how we do, yo. That's how we do. We constantly try to put ourselves in a place where we don't belong and where God has not purposed and where He's not placed us. But this puzzle is set to remind us that although there are many pieces of the puzzle, that's the way we are in this world. So many people, or look at that, tried to force itself in there by itself. So many people try to come together and put themselves in the wrong spot. And God said, no, you don't belong over here. You belong up here, over here. But we try our best to squeeze and fit ourselves in an area where we don't belong. But now God is calling for us to come together and saying, I need you to be positioned in place. I need for you, 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 to get yourselves in the right position, place yourself, and that's where I want you to remain. I don't need for you to be up here trying to fit up here, even though it looks like it would have went almost, but that's not where you belong. So God is saying, hey, get yourself in position and stay there. This is your right place. This is where I've called you, and this is where you belong. Because out of place, you'll mess up something else. If you try to put yourself just because it's blue, and you try to put yourself in here, that's not where you belong. Just because you're orange, you don't belong right there. You belong over here. You belong somewhere in this area. Somewhere. I don't know. Because I'm not a good puzzle person. That's up to God. That's God. These are considered people. Just saying. These are people. And we all play a part in his big puzzle. This is God's puzzle. And he knows exactly where we need to be positioned. So we, in this day and time, have to get ourselves, find out where we belong. If we don't know where we belong, God, could you please show me and reveal to me where I'm supposed to be in your big puzzle? Because if I try to put myself right here, then I'm out of order. I'm causing chaos. I'm messing up somebody else's spot. So it's time for us to get in position, get in our place, and stay in position so that we could be effective. This would be a defected puzzle if I try to just put pieces in there and force a place in there. So we have to learn how and pray and ask God to show us where do we fit in his great big puzzle. Once we find out that we belong here, we are being effective where we are placed. So once we get into that place where God has called us, we will learn that we are effective and we can benefit others. I can benefit this part of the puzzle, and this part of the puzzle. I can benefit these two pieces right here because I'm in position. However, if I took myself and put myself somewhere else up here, I would be out of position and I would not be able to benefit any other part because I am not a part of the puzzle. Just like the children of Israel, who was supposed to be going, 40 days, end up taking 40 years in the wilderness. And the wilderness is a place of the unknown where you don't know. If I'm out here just all up here in the wrong, I'm just in a place of the unknown and I'm not being effective. And so I need to find out where God would have me to be in his puzzle and put myself and plant myself in that location so that I can be effective, so that I can do what God has predestined and called for me to do and for me to be, and to be able to help others that are what? Around me. So this is the day, this is the hour, this is the time for us to be effective. We need to help those who are hurting. If we are hurting, we get in place so we can be healed. The effectual fervent prayers of the righteous availeth much. So when we are across from each other and we're in the right place, we can be healed because we are in our rightful places. So I'm going to do my best to make this puzzle piece, put this puzzle together to show you how when we are in the right place, God will can be able to use us best where we are placed. Wow. So look what happens. Look what happens when we position ourselves in our own rightful place. you will have a perfect puzzle that shows each individual place that you possess and that you hold. And when you are in your rightful place, then and only then can you be effective. So let's not be like the children of Israel who want to do things their way and want to get things their way and wanted to not obey God, not to be willing and obedient. The Bible said, if we be willing and obedient, we shall eat the good of the land. But when we are walking in disobedience and we're murmuring and complaining, then we're causing a curse to come upon our own lives. So therefore, we get out of place and out of order, and it takes us a longer time to get to the place where God has for us. So this was just a little something that God gave me, and I just wanted to put this puzzle together. Brand new puzzle, never been opened before, and I've never done this before. But I just want to encourage each and every one of us to be able to place ourselves in the position where God has called us. We are all a part of the puzzle, and without putting ourselves in the right place. Find out, ask God, where do I fit in this puzzle, in your puzzle? Where do I fit in this world, God? Where do I fit in this life, God? What am I supposed to be doing? Who am I supposed to be helping? Help me to help myself so I can help others, God. So these are some things that we need to consider in this day and time, knowing that so much stuff is happening. But if we come together and we pray and we seek God, we'll see God work a miracle. We'll see Him work out everything that needs to be worked out in our lives and in this world and with this situation that's going on. So I just encourage and admonish each and every one of you to find yourself placed in position. God bless you, and you have a wonderful day.